Hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800. When we last left off, we were messing around with Crown Falls and we actually finished up a lot of the main quests for Sunken Treasures. The next step is just to reach the Investor tier, which is a lot of the same grind that I've already done previously. It's just kind of moving all of our routes a little bit over. I also needed to beef up a little bit of the New World because it doesn't have enough production really to have both Ditchwater and Crown Falls raised up. So I'm kind of looking at that right now. What I've done is there's some routes that I've kind of tweaked a little bit. One of them is this Cowchuck route, which I think I had cigars, cotton, and Cowchuck on it. So I call it like C cubed or whatever it was. Oh, there's my gold rush. So gold is actually going to Crown Falls and Ditchwater, and if they're full, it's gonna sell. I think is what I have it doing right now. Yeah. So now I just have it loading a lot more Cowchuck, delivering it to Ditchwater and then Crown Falls. That way we can produce bicycles here and on Ditchwater as well. That's what it's used for. I'm also going to add a route for cigars back to the line because this was handling it, but I need to do that separately. One thing that's kind of interesting is because of this costume designer, we actually don't need cotton fabric at all. Like, we just don't need it. So cotton fabric is purely used in the New World, which is actually really convenient. So I don't need to really mess with that. That's really nice. But you can see I've just kind of kept going in, and they're actually on the stage where they need coffee. And that's another route that I have to get going. But I have right now beefed up coffee production on Curiosity, and you can see I expanded out the Yornolero workforce and in order to also get more Obreros. And actually, I think we can turn this on. Yes, so we have all of our coffee being produced right now. It's a ton of it. I might even need to increase my depots here, actually. Let's just, let's just make sure we have the space for it, for our increased production. I've also increased production of the scars, so I doubled up the scars. Eventually we want to make a third one, but we don't actually have the room for it yet. We're going to expand out into here to kind of cover that. Unfortunately, there's not really like a shared workforce that I can have with, like, there's no commuter pier for the New World. That would be really cool. But one thing I was noticing when I was working on this is that we actually do have a little bit of expansion coming in the form of influence. So if you look, we're actually sitting at 298, which is only one away from going from plus 100 to plus 200 on every island. So I took out a bunch of stuff because we actually didn't need all of these housing right here. So I put another Cowchuck farm. I can't build this tractor barn yet, although it doesn't really matter because we can't reach the threshold. Ideally, I would love to remove these clay pits and just get them out of the way, but it's not a thing we can do. I heard it's a thing you can do later, but I actually haven't confirmed that. Oh, that's what I need. I need wood. Right now, I'm just kind of getting resources over there to basically to set up more space for this, because the route that I made I think takes 250, but I only had 225 on this island, so I want to at least have 250 so that by the time the boat comes around again, it can fill up and do everything fine. We're actually doing really great on oil production. We're full up everywhere that I've looked, so things are going well. Full up on chocolate all the time. So, you know, I'm ready to expand the chocolate out here, but, like, I haven't needed to. That's kind of nice. The other thing, besides all of that we have going on, is we actually have an update for our expedition. So let's go and do that real quick. Ooh, that was a cool transition. All right, so it's similar to when we went to Mbessa, where we had a multiple route thing going on. I kind of like it. It's the late summer when the expedition reaches the chilling sound to chilling, and yet the conditions in these icy seas are already challenging. The wind only has to pick up, and the men are tugging at their collars and tramping below deck. It seems hopeless to think that Sir John Faithful's men could have lasted 3 winters here. Beyond chilling sound, I don't know. It's probably just chilling, but it has a T in it, so it's funny. The seaway divides. To the west lies a chain of small islands, separated partially by melted ice. To the south, long, dark headland crowned with snow that hazes out of sight. So did we go west or did we go south? Based on this, it seems like going south is a little bit longer of a trip, but maybe less ice in the way. But our boat's pretty good at navigation, so I think I'm gonna go west. The first severe blizzard. We've only just caught sight of the baffling islands, littoral, when the headwind suddenly picks up, and a dark fringe of cloud appears in the heavens. All take cover below deck as the rock-hard pellets of ice begin to pelt the ship with force as to cause lasting damage. "We've lost control of her," screams the navigator, but it'd take a hero to get back out into that. "Well, it's a good thing we have a lot of force here. Let's send our best to take down those sails." Several worthy heroes step forward. I mean, we had like 3. "We'll do whatever it takes for this crew and the ship," says the burliest of them. Says the burliest of them before striding out into the storm. Undeterred by the howl and buffeting of the wind, they manage to put the sails in their gear, loosen their sheet lines, pulling the bound lines through until the ship is safely running under jib alone. When the storm passes, the crew are delighted, and thanks to the mighty efforts, the ship has come through unscathed. Morale is still doing awesome, so we're gonna keep going with that, and we'll keep an eye on that. There's also these other expeditions, but I haven't decided to tackle any of them yet. I think once I'm explored everywhere, maybe if I have extra ships, I'll send them around. Speaking of extra ships, I did start the construction of... That's not mine, is it? No. Is this one of the commuter ships? These are actually kind of cool, little pier ships. I kind of like it. But I did start the construction of 2 more cargo ships, and we're down to 11 influence. So we could build a few more, but I kind of want to hang on to that influence level. Oh, speaking of, actually, I wanted to look at... So I was thinking I might need it, but I don't know if I do. But I was looking at other islands that have the caoutchouc. And one of them was actually granola, which also has some coca for chocolate. And this is a pretty substantial island for Vicente Silva. He actually has a quest, but I don't... Do I need to do that? What's he at? 85?
Practice your pathetic attempts at flattery.
Crud. Maybe I do this quest. But what I was actually thinking of doing was buying the Sheriff's Island. It's like starting to piss him off a little bit. Eventually, you can take over islands if you buy enough shares. The problem is it costs 10 influence to acquire a share. So you need 50 plus this. Actually, wait. Yeah, I think it's 50, and then when you take it over, you have to have 33 or 30 influence to take it over. So it actually requires almost 100 influence just to take it, which we don't really have. Is this almost here? Nice. All right. Well, we have an extra boat in the region, so we could try it. Depends on what the quest is. It's probably it's a destruction quest. Shouldn't have clicked it.
Until you return.
ship of the line and 2 gunboats. I don't really have the firepower in this region to handle that, so I guess I'm probably gonna pull. But let's go to the warship out there. Let's send, yeah, like these 3 maybe. New Worlds. Get them going over there. I'm really curious to see this before a ship in action. So that'll be kind of cool. Hey, all right. So one thing that I also did I actually do this? I was thinking about it. Yeah. So I set it to drop in Crown Falls, and then if it has more, just finish dropping it all in Ditchwater. So ideally, when this it's gonna drop the rest of it in here. And now we can see our we're actually going back up, because I think it was at like 400. Now it's back up to 560, and we're actually full up over in Crown Falls now, because we're overproducing the furs. So good stuff going on there. Again, a lot of this is just maintenance and making sure that everything works. I want to get route from, let's see, let's put in, so crater route. We want Ditchwater, we want Curiosity, and we want Trelawny, and not necessarily in that order. I want cigars to be moving, so what I want to do is the same kind of deal where I go to Curiosity, pick up a whole mess of cigars. So this will be New World, Old World, Trell, and cigars. Let's assign the ship. We're gonna load up from consumer goods. And this might not be the most effective way of doing things, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So for now, it's not been producing enough. So I'm gonna do kind of a staggered thing. To see, like, if I can get 100, 50, 50, 50, like that, until I can get a consistently full stack here. I think that'll be okay for now. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on this. It really depends on how quickly we produce cigars. And honestly, like, if how much do I actually have in storage? I have a decent amount in storage. That's pretty good. Can I actually, is that one of the things that you sell? You also sell cigars. Actually, that might not be a bad idea to supplement it for a little bit until. So let's see. We go to Ditchwater. Let's do this. Then we'll also go here. Oh, this will be good. And I can actually buy cigars. Let's do that. I haven't been accepting anarchists because I don't need them. And they don't really give you a penalty for ignoring them, which is kind of nice. Where'd he go? Here he is. Is he coming this way? Where are you at? Oh, you know what? He's probably starting his route, so he's probably going all the way to... That's fine. It shouldn't be too bad. We don't need cigars yet in Trelawny, and this Ditchwater is actually doing alright. So that's really just a future-proof thing. Just to make sure I didn't forget to put it back on the route. Cool. And I'm dying, apparently. What the heck? I actually really like this hospital. It's in kind of a cool spot, and it's got room for a little bit of ornaments. I'm probably gonna Oh, something that's actually really cool, and it's a change that I noticed when I was putting stuff together. This is new. So there's no end piece or corner piece to the hedge anymore, and instead it just auto does it, which is like look at this. That's really cool. Oh, what if I do? I do that and then like demolish this. That's actually really interesting. Oh, it actually doesn't fix it. Well, there's a few different yeah, you can actually like switch up the way the piece looks. So it's all the same piece now, and they have a little bit of some sort of smart smart toggling, so I can do like this and then this and it'll corner it for me. Overall, very awesome new addition. I love it. Alright, back to the passage here. Sir, cries the lookout, dark shapes on the ridge. A group climb the icy escarpment. That's a new word I've never heard. At the top, they find a companionable trio of driftwood boards plunged into 3 man-sized heaps of snow. Sunlight hits the scritchings in the wood, sacred to the memory of Joseph Brain, who departed this life's New Year's Day, 1846, on board of the H.M. Styx. The others are named John Gore and Francis Seeley. Your men tremble at the idea of disturbing the graves. Why would we dig up the graves? That makes no sense to me. So let's leave those alone. We can search around it. I wouldn't want to dig up the graves. A mere 100 meters from the graves, the men discover the remains of the camp, of which the lost expedition wintered. They build a cairn, a small stack of stones, under which a tin cylinder containing a tightly rolled letter is found. They left a note of their progress, says the captain. Lady Faithful recognizes her husband's handwriting immediately. May 28th, 1847. HMS ships Styx and Hades wintered in the ice wintered in the ice. Latitude 70 degrees, I think it's like 70 degrees, 5 minutes north. Longitude 95 degrees, 23 minutes west. I think it's minutes. Could be mistaken. I'm not really sure how to read coordinates that well. I know the degrees. I'm not so good with the second numeration. Previously wintered in 1846-7 at Baffling Island. Latitude blah blah blah, longitude that. While having sailed the Whaling Channel to latitude 77 and returned to the west side of Cornell Island. Total loss by deaths to date. 3 men due to sickness. Brain, Gore, and Seeley. God rest their souls. Leaving tomorrow for Terrier Island. Aim to reach the passage by the end of June. We must be close now. John Faithful, Commander, HMS Styx. So, we can sail, we can circle along the east coast and kind of go like this. Or we can sail along this coast. And I think we are heading towards, where to say, the Terrier Island. We're trying to reach the passage probably down here by the end of June. Let's go. This looks like a more fun way to go. This just kind of on the outside look meh. Let's go through there. Might be fun. Heading out for the east coast of Terrier Island. The crew hope to find Sir John and his men soon. Pray no more obstacles will be thrown their way. Alright, let's keep going. It's a little bit of a morale hit, but let's do it. Alright, they're doing fine though. 80 is plenty good for how far they are in that journey.
It's what we're in it for.
I like this town. Nice. And there's still room to like put ornaments and stuff, and I haven't like finished Ditchwater by any means, but every time I come back here, it's just like, it looks so much cleaner. It used to look so messy, and like there were so many things all around. But like, for instance, like this area here is like, this is all of my production pretty much, just for like the workers and the farmers, and it's just right here. Looks beautiful. I don't even need this, do I? I think I literally put this here.
We can't shout
Oh no, I am
sure.
processing
It's a
flour. There was somebody I had who processed grain. Did I switch you out? Oh, that's right. I switched. Wait, productivity. We got tons more people here. We could probably find something else. This is kind of nice, but I really don't need it. I like how I have this artisanal kitchen person, and I'm like, instead of doing that, I just decided to process pigs instead. So like, I don't even need an artisanal kitchen. It's things like that that are just like this make this game kind of interesting. You can really build up things. I'm making extra ponchos here. That's also something I totally forgot I was doing. Huh. So I must actually have a pretty good amount of ponchos. Yeah, I have a full space of ponchos now. We're also in the process of exporting and importing goods. So, man, I need to find a better thing to import. Actually, let's see. What would be good? I mean, I don't have any hops in this island, so I could just import all the hops, but I'm just getting beer directly. I don't know, so if I import enough goods, I can unlock glasses. If I import enough furs, but I can't import furs because I'm producing them. You know what I could do? Let's do, and we have 900 bricks, so I'm actually going to do 150. That'll give me 17 furs. And what I'm actually going to do, this is a dumb idea. I'm going to turn off the fur production. And just have them use it. Like have them use a lot of the fur coats so we can reduce the island storage, and that way I can import more fur. And that way I can speed that up a little bit. Oh, Red entered a state of war again. That's in Mbessa, I believe. But right now we're just we keep doing champagne, and actually we are selling faster than we are importing, so we might have to reduce that from 100 soon. But are we doing anything over here? Yeah, I feel like this could do. I think that these are shared, from what I understand. Because like over here it says 22, right? It's not per island; it's per total. So I think what I actually want to do to speed things up, I want to get to coffee. In order to do that, I need plantains. So I'm actually going to do this, and stock up on plantains. This will get it done in the next 2 minutes. Do we even have the storage for it? We do have the storage for it, so that'll do that. What did it say? Oh, no, something else. Your fleets enter the region. Yes. We need to destroy these ships. Where are they at? Way down here.
Moving to coordinates.
Send the fleet down here. Very good. Very good. What are we at? 250? 275? I might want to actually make this go a little bit more. Oh, it's interesting. Is it just short on size? Yeah, it is. Alright, so we can go sideways and fit 2 in there. Maybe get another couple here. That'll give us 400, about 500 storage space. Actually, should I just go for the... Can we upgrade this? Bam, 600? 550. Okay, 550. That sounds great. What do we got here? Stranded off Terrier Island. Your ship is stranded on an iceberg. Don't know how that happened. It's night along the east coast of Terrier Island. The meek light of your vessel seems to dissolve into the moonless blackness. Even at easy sail under constant vigil, your ship runs the risk here for slumbering ice giants, or leer from the darkness in all directions. Dead ahead! Comes the cry, but it's too late. A low growl shakes the boat, and a wave dumps it atop an iceberg. In the shape of an upturned molar, beaching it there. The ship is undamaged. If only it could be returned to the water. Alright, well that's unfortunate. At least we didn't turn it to the Titanic there, but we are now stuck on it. However, we have some naval power aboard this vessel. Let's blow our way down. The iceberg fights back, though the way is almost clear. The relentless cannon fire seems to have woken the ogre below, and the horror of the crew. The vast iceberg rolls slightly to one side. Great shards of ice detach and bounce over the deck, injuring some men. Quick actions needed. Well, we'd let the rolling iceberg toss us into the sea. That sounds very bad. Let's just push the ship free with force. Your men live for such challenges. That's right, we have a great team here. Scarcely needing to telling what to do. Leaping down from the boat, they get behind her, knotting guy ropes as fast as they can. Knotting. I guess a guy rope is a specific kind of thing. The iceberg still rumbles ominously, but it's your quick-thinking crew who prevail. Once clear of the ice field, the crew will begin to treat their wounds. Let's keep searching for him along the east coast. Free of the iceberg, the crew managed to circumvent Terrier Island via its easterly shore. However, they found no trace of the lost expedition. Guess I have to go to the west coast. He took a risky option and went west. Alright, so that's a decent morale hit, but that's okay. Where's my fleet? They're making their way.
Now we've a taste of freedom. We're not
Hello.
going to let go.
Man, I'm going into the wind, they're going against it. Look how fast that is compared to what I'm doing right now.
Fleet awaiting orders.
But it's okay, we'll get there.
Fleet on the
I
move.
just kind of want to come in behind them maybe and cut them off from doing this patrol. Very cool. So as you can see, like, we're getting a lot done. And actually these passages, the quests are actually coming up fairly quick. I was thinking I'd have to do a lot more like jump cuts. But it's going pretty well. So I think this episode's going to be basically just going through the passage and kind of cleaning up some stuff, but not going too crazy. Now, one thing I do need is I don't have enough steam engines for this, and I also could just do with filling that more. But that's doing pretty good. I heard ship constructed, so that means we have another boat as well. There's no bricks coming to this island. How's that Clayland route going? Where is that? Yeah, where are you at? Oops. I accidentally typed out of the game for a second. Alright, so it's headed back to, it looks like it's headed back to, Clayland right now to pick up some stuff. So it's just been trucking along. Definitely helping us out. I have this cargo ship. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, so I'm just going to park it along the shore. It's just right there. And we'll figure that out in a bit. But yeah, these are overall going pretty well. I could probably even switch this to... Well... How's our chocolate doing? Full, of course. It's one of the things like I'm really glad that I have full resources. Like, it's really great to be like stable and have a good economy, but like I also need to not have full stores so that I can get more things, because I need to import 1,800 chocolate in order to get coffee unlocked, and that's just not gonna do it. And I just need to sell more champagne, and I can get my penny farthings, which is fine. That's gonna, or not penny farthing, but like any of these things will require just selling more. Importing pocket watches would be kind of a cool thing. One thing I was thinking about was actually importing Kachuk, and that requires tallow, which requires champagne to be sold. So a lot of this is just selling more stuff and just taking time. But you know, overall, I think things are pretty stable through and through. Let's see how we're doing over here. Are we there yet?
Fleet
Almost. Oh, they're moving. Wait, we're over here. Okay. Are we gonna fight inside the islands? That actually sounds really cool. I wonder if they're gonna come through this way or go up. Let's come down here and intercept. Alright, so realistically what I want to do is I would like... Which one has the most health? 6,000? Yeah, so this one, this Viper, needs to just go right in the middle.
Aye.
And then we'll take these two behind. So I think I'm just going to dash it in there.
Aye.
And then these two need to kind of come up this way. Oops.
Ship under attack.
Aye.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, go right in between the two. Very nice. Let's get a mortar.
Sail.
Boom. Alright, looks like that gunboat's pretty much done. Look at this. Little volley of flame. I like it. Launch that mortar. Oh wow. That's awesome. Absolute destruction. The Endeavor's not doing too bad either. Alright, let's pick up the proof of it and let's send this back over to Vicente. Let's do that real quick. And then I guess these guys can kind of head back home. Just needed them very briefly for that. So I will send them back to Dishwater.
Climb the rigging.
Yeah, the Black Pearl took a little bit of damage. I mean, it was basically ship of the line versus ship of the line there for damage. But, like, obviously I did way more because they're dead and I'm alive. Plus, this didn't do anything for me. It was just these two. Interesting. So this only works when I'm close enough. Also very interesting. Are they actually going... Oh, no, they are going north. I thought for a second they were going to go out the side here, which would have been interesting. Alright, cool. Cool. Ah, now we have the next one, I think, right? Sweet. The Narrows. The risky... It's weird, because I thought the east side was actually... like, that would have been the Narrows, right? Because it seemed like it was narrower on the map. But I guess the west coast of Terry Island is snagged with monstrous horns of ice. Navigation's going to be tricky. Well, except for the fact that we have really good navigation on this ship. Will the Narrows lead back once more to open water? Or will the ship end up stuck? You can navigate carefully to get a better view of the channels or send scouts ahead in rowboats. Well, yeah. Our navigation pretty darn solid on this ship, so let's do that. The crew reach open sea to the other side. As there's a lack of consensus on the magnetic north at this time, your navigators decide to ignore the compass and trust their instincts, saving them in a collision with on more than one occasion. The crew enters King William Sound, a majestic carpet of water leading up to its seat, King William Island. Sensing something, Lady Faithful suddenly emerges from below deck, and a voice of the determined hopes of her heart. The voices the determined hopes of her heart. Whoa.
We shouldn't expect to find them right away. This is a vast wilderness.
Walruses?
It's been 2 years. The Admiralty say they've tried everything, but then they haven't lost a husband. Nor did it occur to them to search King William Sound. There! A camp! Abandoned. But we imagined as much, didn't we? And my John picked a fine spot. Perhaps they left some sign as to where they went. I did say there would be rewards.
All right.
That's for finding my John's camp.
Coordinates plotted.
Let's
My
explore a
John's
little
camp
bit
shall
here.
serve for us. From here, we can search to any length and breadth.
Endeavor. It's my ship. Oh, but this is a clipper. Okay.
Just as they left it. We'll rake over the remains and then make a refuge for ourselves.
All right. What I want to do first and foremost. Let's make it slower. What I want to do is actually make a quick trip just into the ether. I want to find another island as quick as possible and see what materials I need to settle there, because last time I went to Embessa a little early, right? And I didn't have any of the things to expand there, and I didn't focus on expanding there, and I just didn't get any islands. I have like the one island, and that's it. So what I would like to do is just come up here. What is this? Okay, so it's the typical stuff. It's wood, steel, and influence. We have literally enough for one island right now, but we have no materials. So back in Ditchwater, we do have a cargo ship here.
Begin the turn.
And hopefully I can
Cargo stations.
load it up. Let's see, we're gonna need a little bit of wood. Actually, we'll need, I think it's mostly wood and steel, right? So 100, 100.
Don't be shy.
That seems reasonable. Yeah, hand in the quest to
Good,
silver.
soldier.
Nice. Let's see, what would be more important? Let's get more steel, because we can, I think we can make lumber up there, probably. I'm guessing, just because wood seems to be the most common thing. So let's travel to the Arctic with that. And actually, let's get another ship up there. Just literally just flood it with ships and try to take as much territory as we can. I know I can't take any more than one right now because of my influence level, but like I gotta try. So I'm gonna send this up to King William Island as well. Let's see if I can swap back. Awesome. So I do need to clean up the abandoned camp. So let's see, I'll select, I guess yeah, it's clearing right now.
Hold hard, a crag, heaped by Highland hand, is well worth our time. John's log. Open it. He knew we would come for him.
Down here.
First, get all you faithful some shelter and a canteen where they can warm each other up.
Alright, so he's telling us how to start building.
Going price for contraband.
Here is The logbook.
HMS Hades and Styx came this way. The Inuit must have seen them. Maybe they can help us.
I haven't read about it yet. Hang on. So on November 14th, made camp on King William Island to shelter us for the winter. They stayed there until January 3rd. Met a group of Inuit to the northwest. They were reluctant at first, but later approached us to trade for iron. They offered us dead seals, which of course we civilly declined. After having enough fine canned food aboard the Styx to last a lifetime. But instead, they made no route to the Northwest Passage. The Inuit led us to a channel heading deeper into the ice. Inuit looked worried, but our instruments report freezing is thinning by the day. Time for our mighty icebreakers to prove their prowess. Soon we shall be the first to cut the miracle shipping canal, bridging the east and the west. We set out tomorrow. Alright, so I also need to find this this Inuit. I'm gonna go exploring in this boat, so I'm just gonna send it kind of around and see what's around while I also start building this. So I need to build a canteen and explore shelters. The interesting thing is that we have basically heaters that are powered by coal, and then we have basically, I think things need heat to run, at least some things, and like people need heat to survive, kind of stuff. It's very very harsh up here. So let's do something like that.
A new milestone.
That was quick. That was a quick milestone. I'm not going to be too much of a like beautiful buildings kind of stuff, and not doing any of the crazy stuff. I'm just going to do very basic shapes here, because I think it's I hear it's pretty tight with some of these.
It's cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. God, get the coal fires burning post haste.
All right, so we need some coal fires. So this is like our marketplace. You can see here they have the food, but they are not warm at all. They're freezing, so we're gonna need to make sure we don't have them freeze. Let's get the charcoal kiln, and I don't think that this requires heat. Does a warehouse? I guess that's the question. Warehouse does not, so we can actually set up the heat, the coals a little bit further out. Let's do it maybe like in this area, so we could set up something like that. Get a warehouse between them. Perfect. Okay, and then this needs to hook up, and I think I'll just do a line kind of like right against this rock, maybe something like that. It's a little off from what I was going with originally, but I don't think that's a bad thing. We'll also need a heater, so this is where I can start putting things down, so you can see like where it reaches, right? So like a heater here wouldn't do me any good. It needs to be a lot closer, and it needs to be at least here. So I'm thinking maybe on this side, somewhere like here, would be very centralized. Very cool, and that'll start getting it. These guys look like they'll be all right without the heat. Excellent. And you can see it actually it's kind of cool. It makes these little pipes here, which, you know, you'd basically be pumping the heat through these pipes to kind of keep everybody toasty, which is nice. It's a very interesting way of doing it. So I think they're collecting their first little bit there. And like I said before, we have lumberjacks. This does require heat. The lumberjack does. So we might not want to make a lumber mill. That might not be a good idea. Is there a way to... Let's see some islands here. This looks like more like an ice shelf. There's something on it though, so I'm gonna check that out.
Keep her constant.
Let's just go like this. Alright, so we have another unsettled island here. We haven't looked at the resources yet, actually. So on King William Island, we have forest, whales, caribou, bears, and fur. Alright, so we got whale, caribou, bear, and fur. On this unsettled island, there is whales, caribou, and seals. So it doesn't. I didn't have seals, so that's something to consider.
The heat of them heaters don't travel far, and most of your buildings will need heating and all.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Oh, so he's gonna make me build that anyway. All right, so looks like here's where the gas is, but it's on a shelf. I can't get to that yet. I assume it's probably something to do with the airships. Again, haven't really played this DLC yet, so it's kind of fun exploring this. This is a giant shelf. I don't think that's an island. I think that's something else.
Halyard sheets and braces.
Let's go this way, because this is definitely not like... This is way too big to be an island. I don't think it's nearly like Trelawny.
Steady her course.
What's over here? More ice. Let's see. Here's another. Is this buildable space? I don't know, because it's like this is different, you know, different textures. Makes me think you can't build on this part.
Make sail.
I'm just finding a bunch of these
Coordinates plotted.
locations. Okay. So right now,
A shaman must help
Oh.
those in need. We will share what we know.
did I go too far? Am I in like some sort of channel? What's going on here?
Halyard
Oh, this is the
sheets and
Inuit.
braces.
Ah, so he sells stuff.
I fear
Very cool. And I think he has, yeah, he's got
will show you where
stuff to
those
sell.
men
Ooh, there's treasure hunt stuff as well.
New orders, Admiral.
Found something?
Oh, let's follow this boat and see where we're going. Let's escort that. Back here, we have the heater running here, but we need to get some wood, and I don't necessarily want to put it like here, right? But it does need heat, so I'm thinking maybe like I could put one like there, but I would need to power it with some heat. So let's see. How high does this go? Okay, up to here. Might have to redo these roads later. Get a heater like that. And a warehouse right there. And then we could have a sawmill
Solid.
right there.
Oh, that's nice on the hands. Keep it stoked or we'll catch our deaths out here.
It's funny when I escort it with the frigate, I'm actually in front of it. That's interesting. I like that, actually. Are we here?
Hold the
All right, let's go. Do we want this island? This island has seals and bears, I think, and gold. Do we have gold here? We do. Kind of a small island.
around.
But I'm not like super picky. I just want to make sure I hit all of the resources. Let's just quickly look at these other two and kind of take our pick, because we are definitely the first ones here.
If you take
I mean,
your eye off the
besides old
heaters,
Nate. I'm glad that I held off on this, because not being first would be, I think, a very bad idea of this. That's weird that you're just making me go back the way I came. Uh-oh. Alright, let's speed up the boat travel a little bit. Don't think anyone's gonna die while I'm just looking around. Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping bowler hats up, so I actually made a bunch more, so we should be alright for a little bit.
Olio reporting in.
Okay, so there's another one. This is also kind of small. These are kind of small, just in general. I definitely think that Seal Island, although it's... This island is, like, tiny compared to this one. If this one up here has seals on it and it's bigger, I might take this one instead. No seals on it.
Room to maneuver.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Here's more ice shelf stuff. Is this an island? A small little... It's probably a tiny island.
Room to maneuver.
Ice has closed the way forward.
Bring her
To the
around.
place they took their boats.
I mean, it's a pretty
The
straightforward
Hades and
island.
Styx came this way. If it takes our last breath, we must find them. Here's something more.
Begin the turn.
It'll take our best efforts to clear that frozen channel.
Alright, so she's giving me a little bit more, but we have a new goal. We have to kind of set
Pick
up
our
to
crumbs
get ready to
and
get her through
prepare
here.
a special ice breaching brigade.
Alright.
See? Turned out good for both of us.
Steelsman.
Let's see what this island is. Here's another ice shelf.
Your ship has returned from
Another
its
one.
voyage.
Aye.
Doesn't look like there's anything out this way.
On
Oh,
our
let's just
way.
go check. Doesn't hurt to check. Whoa, that thing's flying.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
Wow, that was flying. Did you see that? I mean, triple speed, but still, that was crazy. Okay, is this really just empty
Steady
water?
on, boss.
Might as well clear the fog, but like, wow, there's nothing here, huh? So if that's it, those are my options basically. I have like these islands, and then a bunch of ice shelves which I can't get to
New
yet.
orders.
I do want to see what this one is, and then yeah, there's like a rock over here. It's probably like one of these.
Ship of the line reporting in.
Get to the island.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Yeah, so this is just flat shelf. So let's send you back to... Oh, I don't know. I guess I really do need to make sure I have seals. So it's either this island here for seals, or it's this island here for seals. And this island is smaller looking at it. I think this one's a little more, I guess, squared off. But one thing that's nice is that I did come from the bottom, and if this is here, then, and I think it actually is closer to my main island. So I kind of think setting up here is probably a good idea. How's this island? This island is also not anything
More
good
than
here.
ready.
Alright. Let's just get the supplies back to this one. And I'll take this tiny little island for the seals. And we'll see how it goes. There's apparently bears on this island. I don't see any. See a bunch of deer. Or caribou, I guess. Bear. Hey, bear. Hey, there's wolves. Yeah, you got little wolves. Is that fox? Yeah, a bunch of caribou. These are really cool areas. I like it. I like the exploration and seeing the new stuff.
Stations.
Yeah, let's just try to take out some of this fog. And right here, we need to start our next production chain. So we need to get pemmican, which requires more explorers. So I think the next step here is to make sure that we add more explorers. I
Well,
brought
more
schnapps.
short.
That's funny. I actually brought schnapps with me. I didn't
Attention,
even know.
the Admiral.
Actually, you're closer. I'll just have you go here.
Steer us forth.
And this is the way. And you can come down. Come down through here.
Bring her
Get some of that
around.
explored. And let's continue just putting some houses down. So oh man, it's like just off and it's really annoying. I might move it just to make it match a little bit better. Just like that. And then we run into this problem where it's like
I better watch what I
this
say.
part. Maybe I should have moved all of this over by one. Would that be better? Because now I'm thinking like you can't fit anything in here. It's dumb, but I think it's better to do it right once than to try to make it work when it doesn't want to work.
We'll all die here.
Oh, there's a road still. Yep.
Your people are miserable.
They are miserable. Jeez. That's lying. Let's make sure this road goes through so I can see where all the heat goes. Alright, so then I can just move this. How far up can I move this? Alright. If I move this here, does this still reach? Very nice. So I actually can put it a lot higher and I can reach kind of more. Oh no, I can't. That's as high as I can go. But that also gets both of these. So that actually works out. Okay. Not the worst.
Hold the
I'm going to definitely
train.
need to get this back here so I can give myself wood because this is not fast enough. I don't want to build too much of that though.
New
Alright.
orders.
What we got here? Just going to do this. And this should probably give me my expansion influence.
Built enough to
Bam.
Time the rigging. Basket.
Hopefell. That's a dark name. Wait. Are they both called Hopefell? Wait. Hopefell. Hopefell? They're both called the same name? Oh shoot, now I hit that button and I don't know what it's called. Did I take it out? Is it gone on all of them? I can see the thing on here. Where is it? Oh, it's barely visible. Yeah, they're both called Hopefell. What the heck?
More
I didn't expect them
rigging.
to have the same name. Alright, we don't need you anymore. Go back to your posts and ditchwater. This guy, I don't know, just kind of want to just like
We'll have it back
Coordinates
soon
plotted.
enough. Don't spend it all at
Halyard
once.
sheets and braces.
something like that. Hopefully that I set those correctly.
Cargo station.
All right, we'll drop these. Can't fit it all in there. That's fine. Let's build some more homes and try to get up to this number here.
Ceasefire
We're not
has
even
ended.
close.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Oh, nice. How renowned is he? She, sorry. Ooh, it's that customs officer that gives us weapons and dynamite and stuff. That's actually kind of nice. That's in Crown Falls. Actually, can I put that in the Crown Falls Harbor Master? I probably can. I don't think I have too many people in here yet, so boom, there you go. Nice. Lots of people just hanging around near Crown Falls. I like it. We also don't get the expedition bonus over here, so like this plus 200, that would have been so overpowered to have like 200 of these workforce explorers just like instantly here. But it's okay. How are we doing now? 57. So the thing is that the other thing that's kind of annoying is that I can get 3, right, just by having it exist. So I need to get up to 100 by just having 3. But as soon as I get this, that's going to raise it up from like 3 to like 6. And so then like I need half as much to get to the next level and stuff. It's just kind of annoying when it's like it requires 500, but as soon as you hit that mark, the actual number of houses you need is not as high. But we deal with what we got. I'm just gonna put. I wonder if there's another like building that'll fit in there. I'll leave it for now. That is kind of an awkward space. What do we need? So we're at 72. Let's just keep kind of putting in. That's too high, isn't it? It should be there. I don't think it quite reaches the corner. Oh, this one does. But this one. Oh, this one does too. Nice. So this is like as far as it reaches on these corners. It's very tight. 94. Are these still increasing? All right, so that should be enough to get to me to the next level. This is very exciting stuff. Awesome. Sweet. All right, so I think what I want to do is I want to wrap up the episode there, but we're going to basically I'm just going to immediately start at the next one, and we're going to keep expanding the ARTIC a bit more and try to get up to that Pemson splice. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.